Angela?
How you doing?
Good. Good to see you. How are you?
Yeah, good.
You're supposed to say good when people ask you how are you, even if you're
Yeah,
not good. I don't
no
know why
one
that's
really
the
cares.
thing.
They don't want to know. They
They
just
don't
want
want
to
to
hear you
know,
say
right?
good.
We already talked off camera. I know what's going on, but I hate that's kind of like a thing, where you just
Yeah,
why bother asking? You're gonna get a good no matter what, So, but I guess
that's true.
it's the polite thing to do. So welcome back, guys. Today we are going to. I'm excited about this one. Are you excited about this one?
I am, and I'm excited about the way that you came up with finding this one.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk about games that we did not know about. So we went researching for games that we've never heard of.
Yep.
And I came up with a clever way because Angela was having a hard time. I was having a hard time too, because I guess you know too many games, Angela.
Yeah, well, I read, like, even though I haven't bought a lot lately, I'm always like trying to stay on top of what's coming out, and I read a lot of things on Board Game Geek, and it's hard to find games that you've not heard of.
Right. Yeah.
But you came up with a genius way of doing it.
Right. So all I did was I went to Board Game Geek and I started just putting letters in. Like I would put like an I and see all the list of I games, or if I couldn't find an IM, and then a list of IM games, Imagine, or whatever words, and just go through the list. And if there was any that I was like, well, I've never heard of this, I would click on it, read a little bit, and if I found it interesting, it went on my list. Is that how you ended up doing it?
That is exactly how I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it worked great because I was like, I've never heard of that one. Click.
Yeah, for me too. Because there were some that even though I haven't played, I knew of, and I didn't want to. That would be cheating, right? Because if I knew of them, even though I haven't played them, but I've heard of them in my but before we go to our list of weird games that we did not know about but are out there, let's do our game. Because last time we played Who Is This Meeple? And it was Saxos.
Yeah.
And did you figure it out, Angela? No.
I did not. I should have looked it up, but I didn't. So this will be a surprise.
So he is from Aeon's End. That's the name of the game, Aeon's End. And that's a very popular game. And he's actually, I believe he was on the original core box. And then when the campaign, the what do you call it when you put the stickers? The legendary, is that what it's called? Forgot.
Oh, the
Legacy.
Yeah.
Sorry, English. So when the Legacy game came out, he was a very important part of that story. So I figured if you've played Aeon's End, either the core or later expansions, or even the Legacy game, you would know that Saxos is from Aeon's End. One of my favorite games, by the way. I love that co-op.
Yeah, a lot of people love that one, though, don't they?
Yeah, it's a deck builder. It's it's a deck builder with a theme, with a cool theme. So yeah, definitely. So, and stay tuned, because at the end of this episode we're gonna play yet another game for you guys. So we'll do that. But let's start with Angela. Angela, you move. Let's start with Angela and see what game she found, because I am like looking forward to this.
Okay. Well, my first one. Let me bring up my notes because I haven't heard of them. I can't remember the names off the top of my head. Right. Let me bring it up for you, and you'll be like, huh?
Four Against Darkness.
Four Against Darkness. I actually thought that maybe you might enjoy this one because it's a little bit of a sort of adventure thing, but it's really weird, right? I think you just download it. I think it's a PDF.
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. Hopefully we've got better pictures than these. So what you do is you basically have like random encounters, and you just write down what's happening in the dungeon. Wow, people have really gone all out.
Yep.
Yeah, so when I read it, it didn't seem like there was anything to it. That you basically download the PDF, and you sort of create the dungeon as you're going, and you use dice on like a random encounter table to build out the dungeon and fight the foes and whatever is in the dungeon, and then get the treasure that's in the dungeon. But there's no like rules to it or anything like that. I think the page says The page explains it really well. It says, no miniatures are needed. All you need is the book, a pencil, 2 6-sided die, and grid paper. And it makes a point down here of saying it's not a miniature game. It's not a role-playing game. It's not a game book where you choose your own adventure. Yeah. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, that sounds interesting to me, the way that they've...
What's the rating on it?
The rating on it is...
Ta-da!
7.5.
Wow, that's not bad. And it's a 1-player. Yes, I own that game. I own the book. It's a paperback. And I bought it because it was suggested to me by one of my viewers. They're like, oh, if you like this and that and this and that of the game, you should try this one out. But there's a lot of rules, so I haven't played it yet.
Oh, okay.
Like we have to read through the book pretty much to understand every single. And I started reading through it, and I said, okay, I'll finish another day, and I haven't finished yet. But I do think it's. I mean, look at the rating. It's definitely up my alley. Like I definitely know that when I finally get to play it, I will enjoy it because it's a dungeon crawler pretty much that you draw.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm surprised that there's loads of rules because the way that I read it and the reason that I've left it on my list is I thought there were no rules. I was like, yay!
If you want a game with no rules, and this is going off topic, but I just played this game and I thought it was awesome, and you would probably like it. There's a game called Mortum, Medieval Detective, and there are no rules on that game. You open the box and you start playing right away, and you're a detective. So you have to, and it's story driven. There's a lot of reading, but it's an awesome game. Really cool. Yeah. Well, that's not one of the ones I didn't know about because obviously I bought that one. So cool.
Right.
I like this one.
What's yours? Let's look yours up.
My first one is one that's pretty new, 2022. It's called The Wolves, and I actually saw this one in the hot list, but I had never heard about it. So I digged in a little deeper to see what is this wolf thing about, because wolves are cool if they're not attacking you. And when I saw the cover art, I'm like, okay, this game just got cooler.
Yeah.
So apparently you're controlling a pack of wolves, and it's an area control, if I understand correctly. I've never played it, obviously, because I didn't know this game existed, but I believe it's an area control, and you take actions depending on the tile that you then flip. So because you flip it, then that action becomes unavailable and a new action becomes available for the next player. So you might mess up, for lack of a better word, you might mess up the next player's turn because you flipped the tile that they were going to use. That's as much as I understood. But just controlling a pack of wolves just sounded like a really cool, unique idea that one of the few that I haven't seen before. I mean, you've had wolves as companions and miniatures, but not as the main character in a game.
Yeah, it's Pandasaurus as well. I'm stunned that I haven't heard of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was in the hot list. I think it was way on like the 40s, but still, it made it. So.
Yeah, wow. It looks like there's a lot to it. I love the little howling wolf meeples.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, adorable. What's the rating on that one? Let's check. 7.5. Establish your pack of wolves. Nice.
2 to 5 players, which is a problem for me sometimes, but still looks really cool. Very
good. I'm stunned that I hadn't heard of that one. Right, my next one's a small one, but I liked it just because it had a New Zealand theme.
Oh, New Zealand. Okay, yes. Bring it on.
Kapai.
Kapai. Is that a word?
I don't know. It's only a 6. Oh, it's only a 6. Connect married tribes to pass on their knowledge and history written on totems. So it's basically a roll and write, and it looks like you have to get certain shapes. The dice don't have very many things on them by the looks of it, but yeah, it looks like a roll and write. You roll your dice, and then you must pick where to draw the totems on your sheet trying to score.
I see. I see. You can connect the totems, and
Yeah.
it seems it's one of those that seems simple when you look at it, but then when you play it, it's like
Yeah. Yeah. I chose it because when I saw it, I was like, oh, New Zealand. That's nice.
I love that it's very portable. You can take it. You saw how many little ones were in that shelf. It's just like you can take it anywhere, and you can just you have a game, which is great. Sometimes I'll be with my friends and be like, "Did you bring any games?" And I'm like, "What do you guys think? Like I can put a game in my little purse? Like no."
I need to get some button shy games, Annabelle.
I was like, Annabelle, you're the board gamer. Do you bring games? I'm like, what do you guys expect me to like carry a? No, I didn't. Yeah. So, but this I could bring. I always have one in my purse, always, because, and I talked about this one here, because it's very portable, and if I'm anywhere, I can just take it out and play. And if I stop midway, it doesn't matter. I'll just start again. But this is great. This is a traveling one, so for sure.
Yeah. There we go.
Very nice.
All right.
We're gonna go from numbers and symbols to the most complicated I found on Board Game Geek, and we need to look at the description of it, because I was like, the what words? So it is called So Long My World. It is from 2013. It plays solo, which I like, but it's the weirdest game in the universe. 7.3, not bad. But if you go down the description, I think you have to hit the more button. But you're going to see words that I'm like, wait a minute, I have to go to school in order to play this. Where are they? A little down.
Cognitive disruption.
Psychoanalysis. It's the first, it starts with, I don't remember. You probably see it in there.
Structuralism, existentialism, psychoanalysis.
Like what?
Yeah, see, to me they're just words, because that's what I studied at uni. But yeah, I can see how that's a lot.
I mean, but a psychoanalysis, it's not a horror game. It's a it is a horror game, but it's also psychoanalytical. Like and the premises are, you can show the pictures if you want. The premises are that the world is going to end and you're going to die, and there's nothing you can do about it. So you can't be in a depressed mood when you start playing this, because it's only going to get worse. But I guess what you're trying to do is you're trying to do the best you can before you die, right? For the world, and you have to make decisions that are going to impact, how you feel about your death, about your life, about what you did. And I thought that was very unique, very cool. Again, you have to be in the right mindset to play it, but still very different. And I did not know this existed. So.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either. It looks nice.
Yeah, it looks, the
artwork.
Mm-hmm.
1 to 5 players.
Very simple. Plus. Yeah, wow. You have to. Yeah, because those words.
Right? Yeah. Oh, geez. Let's be honest, Annabelle. If the world was going to end, most people would go nuts, wouldn't they? You're not going to sit around trying to think of the nicest way to leave your legacy. People will be blooming going crazy.
Probably, most probably. But I guess if you're playing a board game, you have time to think about your decisions and what.
It looks like there's only one miniature in it as well.
It looks, yeah. I think it's more about. It's a nice miniature, but yeah, it seems like it's more about that weird concept. That is, I mean, when I saw this, I was like, "What is this? So long, my world!" Like, very cool. I don't know if it's a game for me, but I definitely respect it.
Yeah, well, it sounds different to anything else. I mean, yeah, I've never seen anything with that sort of theming before.
Mm-hmm. I think this is one that is really for smart people only.
Gestalt cards. Wow, yeah, somebody has been into their textbooks, haven't they?
I mean, beautiful art. Those look right out of Final Fantasy characters. Look at that. Hi, girl.
Yeah, looks nice. Looks nice. Good job finding that one.
Yeah. It was luck.
Alrighty. Let's go with my next one. Now, I think this one is one that you might enjoy. So hopefully you haven't heard of it before.
Okay.
Malhaya. It's called Lands of Legends 2023.
Oh, it's pretty good.
9.2, Annabelle. 9.2.
Wow. Okay, let me get it on Amazon right now.
Choose your own path to explore the islands of Malhaya.
Geez, I've never seen such a high rating. I mean, very few.
I wonder if it's pre-rated though. You know how sometimes on Board Game Geek, if a game isn't out yet, certain people will pre-rate it. So they've not actually played it. They'll give it a high score.
I mean, it does play solo, so let's take a look at the components.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It plays solo. So what is this one? A group of heroes awakes. So I don't really know anything about it other than when I saw it, I literally put this on my list because I thought of you when I saw it.
Yes.
Oh, look at that artwork. It's crazy. Wow. Yeah, let's assume that it's, traveling the world, going on adventures and finding some really strange flora.
I see that.
Wow, look at
It's funny because the drawings were so black and white, and then these card backs are so colorful. Like,
I wonder if they're just sketches for things. It looks like they might be sketches of like figures and things that are in the game. Wow.
Yeah, definitely my type of game.
Yeah, it looks nice. Oh, it's one of those ring binder ones where you flick to like the new map or whatever.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They're usually good though because it means that you get a lot of places to go to. Yeah.
A lot of
oh wow, look at that! Look at that, Annabelle. You want this, don't you?
I think I have heard of this one, and I think it's on my list of games I want. It's just, it just came out and it's super expensive. Yeah. But I do think, and it has like a really weird mechanism. I've watched so many games lately, but
you've heard of this one. You've heard of this one.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure now that I see more pictures, it's like, I remember that. You have to use cubes, and it's like resource management. So if you spend cubes here, you can't spend cubes somewhere else to do different abilities, and then they don't refresh right away. I don't remember.
It looks nice. It looks nice. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Lovely.
It seems like you really were thinking about me when you picked a game.
I tried to, because I wanted it to be interesting for you as well.
Right.
And I know, and as soon as I saw one player or 1 to 5, whatever it was, I was like, oh, let's add that one. And look at that.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. Malhaya Lands of Legends. Hopefully people haven't heard of that one. Although it seems like with that rating they probably have.
So give me 5 minutes while I go on Amazon. I'll be right back. No. All right, my next one is pretty much this game that you just showed us, but toned down. It's called Return of the Heroes. It's from 2003. And it's basically just more heroes because I like heroes. Solo, 6.5, not like super great rating, but again, you're just heroes exploring the land. That's really all there is to it. I mean, I'm sure there's more to it. I just don't know what more because I've never played it. But it seemed like a simple kind of cute, like not so dark dungeon crawler from what I can see.
Yeah. It's got that old school vibe, doesn't it, with the little cutouts and things. Even the artwork sort of...
it is the oldest game I have on the list. It's 20 years old. So, yeah, that makes sense that it looks...
oh, my God.
Yeah, because it's from 2003.
It's 2003. It's 20 years old, Annabelle.
20 years old. Yeah. But I've never heard of it. And I've been in the hobby for pretty much about that long and never seen this one before.
Oh, look at that. I mean, come on.
They're always naked.
We moved on from this nonsense. Look at that.
Not yet. We have not moved on from that nonsense yet. I'm sad. It's sad to say it, but
Oh, geez. Yeah, it looks all right, though.
yeah, looks like a cute dungeon crawler with your basics: attack, defense, magic, HP on the left, equipment on the little boxes. Is my guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
terrible armor for the women.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Oh man.
Oh, dear.
I'm starting to regret my choice.
Oh, wow. Has it got metal minis, or is that someone just using metal minis?
I
They look
don't know.
old school, don't they? They look like someone's poured lead into a mold.
Imagine painting those. Mm-mm.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's tough. It's good. I like that you chose that one because it's like a throwback, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like you said, 20 years old.
Yeah. 20 years old, but never heard of it. And maybe for good reason. I don't know.
Oh, good. I'm glad that you added it. 6.5. Flip tiles, complete quests. Grow strong in your quest to defeat a mysterious evil.
As we always do.
It's the spiel. Nice. All right. How many more have we got to go? Oh, this one was a weird one. I think it's like a party thing. Let me just find it. Yeah, I did type X in when I was looking for strange games to add to this list. X Job. Yeah, it must be a party game. 3 to 8 players.
Okay.
But I think it was the description that drew me in on this one. Let me just check. Baker, hairdresser, blogger, speleologist. In this fun party game, the goal is to make people guess the mysterious profession. Secret to winning, never be too explicit. So it's one of those games like those spy games where you must have your job on a card or whatever, and then you have to explain what you are without being too specific because you probably lose points for being too specific. Yeah.
That's a cute party game.
Yeah, I like a party game. Here we go. That looks all right. Yeah, so here we go. We've got the looks like we've got the jobs on the cards. Would help.
Betrayal. What's a betrayal?
Oh, it's not in English.
It's
not in English either.
Paligmaname. I'm probably killing this. Huh.
Yeah, but I put a little party game on there. Never heard of it, needless to say. And I thought it was funny that when I put X in, yeah, there was a game there under X.
Is it Italian?
It looks Italian, right?
Yeah. Indivina il misterio, figure out the mystery, something. But I don't know what those jobs are.
Yeah, that's got to be Italian.
I see that depending on what you spin, the color you spin, that's the job you're gonna get because there's a bunch of jobs on the card.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like those type of games. Those are like anybody can play that, you know?
Yeah, I like those as well. They're good to bring out as a little warm up as well.
And they're because I have friends that get together and they play these party games, but it's about like personal questions. And I don't do. I'm not gonna because the game tells me to tell someone who was your first kiss, when and why. I'm just not gonna be. No, I don't participate in those. But this kind of thing, brings you together because you're laughing together. So
yes, you've hit the nail on the head. Yes, these little party games where you just get a giggle with your friends. There's nothing personal going on, so you don't feel uncomfortable. Perfect.
Yeah. Good. All right, then my last two, I thought of you. I was like, Angela's gonna like this one. The first one is, oh my gosh, too cute to be true. It's called In Front of the Elevators. I'm sure nobody has
never heard of that one.
Elevators. I think it's Japanese or some kind of Asian because 2 to 4 players. And what you're trying to do in this game, see how it has some weird letters on top? What you're trying to do in this game is you're trying to get into the elevators with your family. You're at a department store and the elevators are about to close and you have to run and cut in line and get ahead of everyone else. And there's people that like elevators, some of the elevators more than others. So if you get those people into that elevator, you get extra points. But you've played those kind of games.
Yeah.
Simple, cute, and how clever. I mean, who thought of elevators as a theme for a board game? That's awesome.
Yeah, I like it. I like the way that it's stylized. I feel like it might be by someone who's made another game that I've got. What is that game? Is it Slide the Film or Wind the Film? I've got a little game called Wind the Film, and this reminds me of that. I don't know whether it's the same publisher or not, but on that one, you're trying to, from memory, geez, it's been a while, you're trying to put images from a camera film in the right order. But the artwork on this looks very similar to that one.
I think I've seen that one. I think you've showed us that one in one of our
yeah, it's a cute one. It's a cute one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the artwork. Look at that little girl with the dolly.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
And again, it's probably one of those where it seems simple, but then when you start playing it, it's like a puzzle, and you're like, I can't get these people in the right elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I do like that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cutie one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I think I've only got one left. So, I think this is quite a new one, and I was pretty pumped about this one when I found it. I bet everyone's like, how have you not heard of that one? Well, I haven't. So there. 2023. In the footsteps of Darwin, assist Charles Darwin in his research on the origins of the species. So, yeah, Darwin's issues aside with his misogyny, this looks pretty good. Have a look how beautiful this is. It's got a panda on the box. Let me get to the actual game. Look at that. Look at that artwork.
Huh. Evolution in a box.
Yeah. Look at the name of the publisher. Sorry, we are French. That's funny.
Okay.
But yeah, look how nice that is. It looks it's not cartoony. I know I usually go for cartoony things, but I like this one because it isn't. It looks realistic.
Well, because you have to take Darwin seriously.
Let's see if we can get some close-up pictures, because I was impressed with this one. Look at that.
So I see symbols. I'm guessing it's set collection of some kind. This will be my guess. I don't know.
It's got to be, right? Maybe getting them in order of some kind of creature.
Like what came first, the chicken or the egg kind of a deal.
Yeah. Oh, you're obviously getting... I wish I could read it. The text is too small.
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I chose it basically because I liked the look of it. I thought the art was stunning.
It's got little cute tokens too.
Yeah, and it looks like there's not a whole lot going on either.
Right.
Maybe that's a player board. It seems to be just showing the same images over and over. Look at that. Beautiful.
Those look like victory points.
Victory points, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, there we go. 2023. I don't even know if it's out yet.
It might not be.
But the artwork certainly grabbed my attention. And there's some women in there. Woo!
Yay.
Screw you, Charles Darwin.
Okay.
There we go. It's not a lot to it, but
no. But sometimes that's okay.
It's good for me. I know there's another Darwin one out, isn't there? I can't remember the name of that one. There's another Darwin one out, but it seemed a little overwhelming for me. But that one looks
more manageable.
Small. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It looks like it's just a player board and then something in the middle for like a market or something. I mean, I don't know much about it, but sure.
Yeah, looks nice.
Cool.
All right, what's your last one?
All right, so my last one, if Angela does not like this one, then I do not know Angela.
All right, bring it on.
I thought it was adorable. It's called Monster Baby Rescue, and it's from
I like the name of it already.
Yeah. Oh, wait till you see it. I left the best for last.
Oh.
2 to 5 players, 6.6. So you are very clever mechanics too. Not difficult at all. Very easy to play. I hope that it's somewhere, because there's different, like the monsters come in 3 different what do you call it? There it is. So you have the head, you have the torso, and you have the legs. And as the monsters get older and develop, you flip them and they become more ferocious until it's like you're evolving your Pokemon, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And you go from like Charmander to what's his evolution? Charmeleon, or is it the other way around? Yeah, Charizard.
Yeah, right.
So and it's very easy to play. You see that board on the bottom. You are going to take. There's going to be cards with the little torsos and other things. There's other things I won't explain all of it. And then the card is going to, actually, this one's probably better. There's going to be a number next to the card. So if you pick a card that's next to the number 2, you move 2 spaces. And then whoever is at the back of the line gets the next turn. So if you pick a card that is next to an expensive number, you're going to have to move more. So you won't take another turn for a while. And someone might start taking a bunch of smaller turns, like easier turns, and go back to back. Kind of like Thieves does in the game. I don't know if you ever played Thieves.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of the same concept. And then you can decorate the lair of your baby monster and put ladders and beds for them. I mean,
stop it! Really?
Yeah, I don't see it. I haven't seen it yet here, but I saw it on a video that I watched just to kind of get an idea. But I just thought, I mean, how cute are these monsters? Like,
super cute.
Super cute. See, there's the cards that you pick every turn, and then you just move. That's it. It's very simple. But of course, if you put a ladder for your monster to climb and play, whoever has the highest gets more points, and there's objectives for every game, so every game will be different. Maybe you want the shortest ladder for a game, but the highest one for another. But yeah, adorable little, easy to play, but cute. So cute.
That is super cute. Yeah, and I've definitely never heard of that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, that looks like one to play with the grandkids, actually.
With the grandkids, yes, definitely a great game to introduce your younger.
There we go. That's a better view, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. See how they keep growing, you keep adding stuff, and I don't know what you can put on top, but yeah, and then you can have beds for them and ladders and stuff, and really good game to start your kids into board games, because from there, once they got that one, you can move them up to, I don't know, Ticket to Ride, whatever is next.
Yeah, nice job. Is that it? That's all of yours?
That's all mine.
That's all of mine as well.
Awesome.
And we're back.
Yay! And now, of course, I'm going to have to go back and try to find the Malia, the Lands of Malia game after this. Mm-hmm. But before we go, and I go shopping, we have to play our game, because we need to do that. So this time, we're going to play Where in the Meeple World. So where in the Meeple World is Wooding Vale? The name of the
Vale?
Wooding Vale. Yes. Do you know what game Wooding Vale takes place in? If you know, leave us a comment. I gave you guys a hard one this time. I know. I don't, because it's not like you don't see it throughout the game. The manual tells you you're in Wooding Vale and this happened there, blah blah blah, and it sets up the whole game. So I know it's hard, but if you're a hardcore fan of this game, you will know which one it is. So leave us a comment below and let us know what your guess is, or just guess, just for fun.
Yeah, just guess. Why not? Yeah. Put the silliest thing you can think of.
Yeah, put like So Long My World.
Wrong answers only. Isn't that what you see on Twitter all the time? They ask a question and then say wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only. Right. Yeah, because Wooding Vale, actually, that would be fun, because Wooding Vale sounds, you can get a lot of wrong answers that will sound more like Wooding Vale than the actual answer, which I just gave you a hint. It has nothing to do with woods or forests or anything like that. So
Okay, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that was a good one. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, me too. We're always coming up with cool ideas. And if you guys have some cool ideas, because we will run out of cool ideas eventually. So if you guys have any cool ideas for stuff that we can talk about, or even if it's not cool, we'll make it cool, because that's just who we are, right?
Is that who we are, Annabelle?
No. No, not at all. But we're behind the camera and we can't hear what you're saying right now. So, so yeah, leave us a comment of what you'd like for us to talk about, and we will get it done fast too. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
Play more games.